Imagine a country declaring war, not on another country, but on birds. It sounds crazy, right? Well, it actually happened. Back in 1932, Western Australia was facing a serious crisis. Not from another nation, but from thousands of emus destroying farmers' crops. In response, the Australian military was sent in. Yes, actual soldiers armed with machine guns to fight large flightless birds. Their goal, to cull around 20,000 emus. Pretty wild, isn't it? As we continue, don't forget to follow, subscribe, like, and leave a comment. But these emus weren't easy targets. They were fast, elusive, and surprisingly coordinated, scattering in small groups after the soldiers approached. After weeks of effort, the soldiers had fired thousands of rounds, but only managed to kill a few hundred birds. The operation was a failure, and the military eventually withdrew. That's right! The emus won the war, so why don't we just leave the farming to the, well, farmers and the fighting to the soldiers? What's next? Emus taking over farms and declaring war on humans? Well, that might be closer to reality than you think. Let's take a look at some other times nature fought back and won. In 1859, a small town in Michigan was having a big problem. Its water supply was contaminated by a massive algae bloom in Lake Erie. The town's militia was called in to fight the foe. That's right, they were fighting an algae war, and they were winning. Within 2 days, they had removed all visible signs of the algae. But little did they know, they had only made things worse. By removing the algae, the militia had disrupted the balance of the lake's ecosystem and caused even more algae to grow. This continued until 1969, when the town finally agreed to clean up their industrial pollution of the lake. Only then did the algae finally disappear. And then there's the case of the rabbits in Australia. In 1859, just 3 dozen European rabbits were released in Australia, and within years they had multiplied into the hundreds of thousands. By 1901, and they were causing over $25 million in damage each year. That's nearly 700 million in today's money. So in came the predators, cats, dogs, foxes, and humans to thin their ranks. But it didn't work. The rabbit population kept growing, helped along by an abundant food supply and a lack of natural enemies in Australia. To this day, Australia spends millions of dollars annually trying to control the rabbit population. And they still haven't won the war. There you have it, the Great Emu War, a truly unique piece of history. There are many more unique facts we'll be discussing. So don't forget to follow, subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. Thanks for watching.